Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TKMaths S1. In today's video, which is video number 2 on geometric distribution, we will see the understanding of the formula, and there are 5 conditions in which question is asked. So we will consider all those, because in MF19 you will be given 2 formulae, right? So the rest you have to derive from it right then and there. Remembering is not a piece of cake for everyone, so you should know the reason how to figure it out. So here are the QR codes of all the videos I have made on P1 and S1 so far. So you can scan them to watch more videos. So let's begin. So we did in the last video that what is geometric distribution, how is it written, and what is the basic formula of this. So we have seen this, and expectation is 1 over p. Right. So now let's start with one question and then we will move to the formula. So 18% of all truck passes along a certain road are black, and it is 18%. What is the probability that the 6th truck will be the first black truck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the first black truck, right? And this is, we know in geometric distribution that we are trying to find out the first time the success of probability happens. Probability of success happens first time. So it is the 6th time the black truck is passing along the road. And this is how it is written in geometric distribution, right? So do not mix it up with binomial. Now, you know the probability of black truck passing along the road is 0.18. So Q will be 1 minus P, which is 0.82. So how do we solve it? We have seen in the last video that this means first time Q, second time Q, third time Q, fourth time Q. First time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, it is Q, mean failure, not a black truck. 6th time, it is a black truck. Right now, I'm not substituting formula, the logic, right? So this is the meaning of it. Agreed? Now, if we write down the formula straight away, which we have seen in the last video also, we can substitute it in the formula straight away and get the answer. So probability of x equals to 6 mean first 5 time it didn't come, but the 6th time the black truck passes. So this is the probability. So what do you derive from here? This formula. So now we will see in the videos these 5. So we already know this one. Okay, the first one we have already seen. Now we will see these. Okay, and I will try to explain you with the help of numbers and general algebra also. Now let's consider the case of probability of x less than certain thing, right? I'm talking about this second case now, x less than r. So I'm explaining with the help of number because it's easy to comprehend then. So less than 5 can be written also like this. Agreed? 5 is not included, so it could be first, second, third, fourth. Okay. So when we are solving this, we are finding out the probability that either the success happened the first time, or the second time, or the third time, or the fourth time, right? This means you will apply the formula for each one of them and add up the answer, right? I'm applying basically this formula which we have just found in the above example and with previous video also. So I have applied it here. And if I try to explain it with the help of dashes, this is the meaning of it. That first time the probability happened? No, not the first time. Second time? Okay, no. Third time? Fine. Or maybe the fourth time. The first 3 times it was failure. So this is the meaning of it, right? So now if I make the common factor out, I can write it like this. Now what do you derive from here? Number one thing is you substitute all the values and get the answer perfectly okay. Now tell me one thing from your previous knowledge. If I try to connect this concept with this concept, what comes in your mind? I'm giving you hint that 100% probability is 1. So can you make any connection between these two? First time failure, second time failure, third time also, fourth time also. Every time failure is happening. So can I write it, this thing, as this? Agreed? I hope you will understand, because I am saying all the fourth time the success did not happen. So I'm subtracting it from 100% probability, which means I will get this one of the time the success happened. So from here we derive the formula from this understanding that if it is x less than r, the formula will be 1 minus qr minus 1. You see, it was x minus 5. The first question was, probability was less than 5. So what did we get here? 1 minus q, 4. This is 5, this is 4. So it is 1 less. So r, and here it is r minus 1. Whereas if I see it with respect to this, focus on this only. It means if x is less than or equals to 4, I am getting power 4 here. So what do we derive from here? If the symbol less than or equals to will be here, then power will be the same which is here. And you can understand it very well from this example I have explained to you. Agreed? So, sorry. Okay. So we have seen 3 formulas so far. X equals to r. Let me just clean it a bit so that it doesn't look very dirty. Okay. So we have seen 3 formulas now. If x is equals to r, you can see here in this case, if x is less than r, less than or equals to r. So we have understood 3 conditions. Now other 2 depends on this, so they are very easy to understand. Now let's see here. I'm talking about x greater than 5. So how can you write it again? You can write 1 minus probability of x less than equals to 5. Because you are talking about here, when you are saying greater than 5, it means you are talking about 6, 7, 8, 9 and so on, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. So when I say 100% 1 minus probability of x less than equals to 5, it's the same thing, right? This is prerequisite knowledge of probability also. And we have seen the formula for x less than equals to 5 here. In case number 2, we have seen it here. Sorry, not this one. So sorry. It is equal to sign here. So this one. What mistake I have made here? No, it's right. Right. So we have seen here, if it is less than equals to 5, then it will be 5 here. Because if it is 4, it is 4. Okay. So now you just need to do algebraically expand the bracket. 1 will cancel with 1 and you will be left with q power 5. So you have gotten here the fourth formula. If it is x greater than r, the formula will be q power r, and you understand the reason of it as well. Now let's see the last case, 5th case, when it is greater than and equals to 5. Okay. See here. So how can you write it otherwise? 1 minus what? 1 minus probability of x less than 6 or less than 5. Oops. Because you are not including 5 in it when you are subtracting, because here 5 is included. 5 is included here. So when you are subtracting from total, you will not include 5, and that's why equal to sign will not come here. So what did you get from here? We have already seen this case. Where we have seen it? Here. Case number 2, this one on the top. Case number 2, which is here. Right? So I will simply substitute the condition here. It will be 1 minus q power 4. And you got this formula. So from here you have derived that if it is x greater than equals to r, you will have q r minus 1. So these are all 5 cases. In the formula sheet you will be given only 2 cases. So rest you can derive immediately from there without, you don't need to remember it. So now I'm summarizing all of them here. So these are the formula we have derived, and we will apply them in the questions. So now I'm showing you one more question here, which I will explain in the next video. But if you want to try out, where's the question? Here. So if you want to try out this question, you can, and in the next video I'll explain it to you. You will find the link in the